Nico has already said yes to Barça. That's what they're saying on the Atletico de Bilbao channel. There are many chances that he'll leave.
Now, after I got a message along the way, after talking to you, interestingly, on the way, it says that Verde has stirred things up, that he already said yes.
To Barça.
That is the agent or whoever is responsible who has already said yes. I'm not going to give Nico any advice, just like that.
But I'm clear about one thing.
I'm clear that the issue is just Nico. I mean, no one else is Nico. If he says yes and Barcelona wants to sign him and has the money to sign him, a listener stopped me on the street recently and said, do you know what Barcelona called him? Neither older nor younger people will know. The Brisas del Plata, because it's the Lever team. It's what they've always done, what they've been doing for a long time. It's the famous lever. In other words, they take out loans through unclear means. And if unsuccessful, they resort to falsifying accounting data and lying.
Hey, this guy's really hurt, huh? He's really hurt, man.
Man, he's really hurt, huh?
The player is going to leave if Barcelona really, if what they're saying, that Lamina is bad, they say he asked Laporte to bring him over. It seems ridiculous to me that it works like this, but it does. If the kid, Nico, wants to go, he's going to go. Barcelona, one way or another, is going to manage to get him out of here. The advice, what would it be? Dude, choose, you have 20 teams or 10 teams you could go to, pick any of them except Barcelona. You know what happens when you see your neighbor's brands being peeled? Put yours to soak. They wanted to get rid of De Jong. They wanted to get rid of the goalkeeper. They wanted to get rid of Rafinha to sign Nico. He ended up being the most valuable player of the season and one of the best players in Europe. Barcelona consistently employs unconventional tactics, tricks, and schemes in their operations. Don't go to Barcelona. Join any other team and win the league. But it's not just about winning.
Would it hurt you?
Style? I don't agree.
No, it wouldn't hurt him.
It wouldn't hurt him, says the gentleman. If one of our Atleti players decides to leave for wherever and brings in money, well, hey, a year from now, I'm not going to criticize him. He can go wherever he wants, do whatever he wants, whatever he asks for. But
If you don't have to compete with him, then it's true.
you're choosing. If you can go to Liverpool instead of Barcelona, then that's better because I'm not strengthening Barcelona. You know what happens? If Nico goes to Barcelona, he'll likely play 6 games.
Damn, that's great, man.
Oh, I don't think Nico is as good as people say he is. I'm open to disagreeing with anyone. To me, Nico appears to be a player who doesn't defend, only attacks and dribbles. When the player in front of him reaches a specific level and can lock him down.
The things this person is saying are shocking.
The Araujas are well placed. He doesn't bump into anyone, just like everyone else. He's not Pele. He plays on the national team because Cucurella is behind him. Even I might play with Cucurella's support. I mean, they defend for him. He attacks a lot. Cucurella covers his back and moves to the side so he can pass. Nico may not be as good as they say, but hey, he's worth 58 million. Because I also agree with you this time that the sooner he tells me, the better. Why? Because first of all, if I have 60 million euros, tomorrow I sign him. Let the youth academies around tremble, because I'm going to take everything I can. I've always said that Real's academy and Alaven's academy are my academies, with Alaven being my historical academy. I wouldn't be upset if Nico leaves. It's silly to me. His brother, the captain, is impressive, playing in the Champions League in Bilbao while he plays in Barcelona. I lived in Barcelona for a year during military service and attended all the games there. If a Barcelona player messes up even a quarter of the times that a certain son has messed up at Atleti, he lasts 15 minutes. In Barcelona, here and already on the field, and that's how it has worked. If someone messes up here, a guy from the main stand will kill him and everyone else, which isn't accepted. Good kid, phenomenal, there's no problem because of her or anyone else. And in Barcelona, it's about someone else. The third time you go to the bench, and the fourth time you're out of the game completely. So, my advice is don't just watch Barcelona. No hard feelings now. If you leave, no hard feelings.
No hard feelings, he says. No hard feelings, he says.
We've handled tougher situations before.
It's true that there are many chances they'll leave.
Now, after receiving a message and talking to you...
Look, here, now, this is the clip from before. This is why this gentleman keeps talking. This is why this gentleman keeps talking. Listen, please, listen.
Curiously, on the way he says, which green one did you lift? The guy already said yes. I mean, the representative or whoever it is already said yes. From there, now I'm also telling you, if it were up to me, Felix, how much will Barça give you? It's a lie. Everyone curses at my girl that they've given him money. 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 gross net. Therefore, Atleti can easily pay Nico 10 million net. So, hey, Nico, you have 5 years, 10.
12. Now he really wants him, huh? Careful. Now he really wants him, huh? Careful. Now he really does want him. Now he does. Now he really wants him.
16, 18 net. Do you have it? Atleti has enough money, and they're in the Champions League, which will give them even more. Do you want to build a competitive team? I'll sign you now. The clause, no. Without a clause. That lie isn't true. You said the clause without a clause. That's not beneficial for Atleti. Do you know what is beneficial for Atleti? A 5 billion clause, that's real benefit for Atleti. But without a clause, you depend on a judge. Which means...
It's over, Pimpon, and the judge will always go lower rather than higher.
The judge doesn't understand this. The judge can never assess that a player is worth $1 billion because they tell me that a player is worth $1 billion. If a player contracts mononucleosis tomorrow and misses a year, will he still be worth $1 billion or even 6 million? So I say, in that case, what should be done? Hey, I'll give you up to here and I'll even make it public. I'll give you 10, 12, 14, 16. Did you say no? No goodbye. I'm going to give you a face mask. See you tomorrow, God willing. You can leave whenever you want. Now they've told me that he's leaving. It's not that he's leaving, right? He said he wants to leave. Which I think is pathetic on his part.
More than just a source.
It's the fountain. Trevi?
It doesn't make any sense, Gerard, but this is very simple. All Barça has to do is gather 60-something million euros and deposit them in La Liga?
Obviously, and that's what they'll do if they can. But Barca needs to know what fair play they have to generate and what space they need to create.
Obviously. Well, history repeats itself. Was it Romero?
Yes, but what would we do if not? How do you see it? Would we get bored?
How do you see it?
I see that the kid is more motivated than ever to be able to go out and, in this case, to be able to get to Barcelona. In fact, the president of Barça 4 days ago didn't want anything to do with the whole thing, and in fact, he said so publicly on Catalan television. The problem is that this visit that Tainta denies, and that you all who are very connected also deny to Felix, since he made the door open wide, and now, well, the door sees it differently.
Felix Tainta has only permitted me to state that the visit did not occur.
Thank goodness. Yeah, when you see the photo of him wearing the cap and suit, you might say he really did look like Felix, because apparently...
This was sport, right?
This was the newspaper sport, yes, the great Carlos Monfort, who you already grilled, or they grilled him yesterday, they grilled him somewhere, yes, yes. And didn't he have...
A camera on his phone to take.
The photo? Yes, if you want the photo, I'll send it to you, because I've seen the photo. The problem is that he won't publish it, because it's a place where you can't publish that image, but the image exists. And if you talk to Felix about Carlos Monfort, you might be surprised too.